So time for our first debate about the memorials. Is Mayawati making a poll promise now, and will other parties follow? Let's just hear what she said.
इस बार सरकार बनने पर मुझे प्रदेश में नए और स्मारक व संग्रहालय आदि नहीं बनाने हैं, क्योंकि ये सभी कार्य मेरी पिछली सरकार में भी पूरे हो चुके हैं.
Of Ambedkar Jayanti being marked by leaders across the country, Prime Minister Modi's Dalit outreach was in B.R. Ambedkar's birthplace now, but Mayawati dismissed it. And so let's get on the ABVP and the NSUI here. What would you say? Because Mayawati was completely attacking, and she's a Dalit leader. She's totally dismissed his concerns, his outreach as fake.
See, I respect Mayawati for whatever she has done in her life, from the background which she comes and whatever she has achieved. But I do not agree with her point, because you cannot have hegemony over Ambedkar. Ambedkar was a national leader, and I think if you try to capture the magnanimous personality of Ambedkar to one political ideology, one section of society, you are doing injustice to this national hero. He is as much to each and every Indian, first of all. And the second thing, when she talks about statues, see, we as ABVP, we believe that we neither support the obsession for statues, nor we support completely abandoning the concept, because it's a way of commemorating and rendering homage to our freedom fighters and great political leaders.
Okay.
And therefore, we believe, but that's very important point, that we should follow their idols too. This should go hand in hand.
Okay. How would the NSUI counter this? Because keeping in mind the fact that some of the criticism that Mayawati made about Prime Minister Modi perhaps applies to him as well.
I just want to say that I really don't want to make fun of Mayawati ji, but the statement which she has given doesn't go well with her personality. Because I myself belong to Uttar Pradesh, and I have seen that in Lucknow, 24 elephants were constructed, each costing 70 lakhs. And in Noida, we have seen the Rashtriya Dalit Smarak, which cost the state 685 crores. If she was a Dalit leader and she was the leader of the downtrodden and the backward, she would have invested this money in uplifting them. She would have invested this money in their education. Mayawati uses Dalit just for their vote banks. She is the person who herself doesn't follow the path of Ambedkar. Ambedkar ji quoted, I would like to quote him here, that our battle is not for wealth. Our battle is not for power. Our battle is for the freedom, for reclamation of the human personality. But what I feel that Mayawati's battle is just about the power. Mayawati's battle is just about money, and the Dalits in Uttar Pradesh, they are still downtrodden and still living in poverty, and they have not been
that's
empowered.
the Congress ideology. You heard the ABVP ideology as well. Let's go across to the Ambedkar Students Association. Sirag joins us for that. Remember, BSP, we tried to get the BSP Students Union, but they didn't really have that. So Sirag, you've heard both of the big parties of the country with their take in what Dalit leader Mayawati has said. How are you watching this debate of having no memorials, seeing that many people felt that the memorials was one way of asserting Dalit power?
First, I want to congratulate ABVP for reading Ambedkar. It's good that they are talking about Ambedkar and they are reading Ambedkar. And another point I want to make it clear here, that Ambedkar is no one's. Ambedkar belongs to everyone. Even I think Mayawati even can't claim Ambedkar for herself even. But the thing is that when we talk about Ambedkar, we should look into all the perspectives which Ambedkar have written, spoke in everywhere, whenever he goes for a speech. So when we comes to Mayawati, it's a good statement by Mayawati, and it's a very political statement at this juncture of election.
Good statement. Okay. Let me get the ABVP to respond to what he has said. That, now he seems surprised that you are showing, the Dalit vote bank. Is it just for that?
I feel extremely sorry at his knowledge, because in 1974, around when there was a debate in Maharashtra about renaming the Marathwada University into Ambedkar University. It is ABVP which has fought on four fronts, which in 1994 led to the renaming of that university in the name of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. In our ABVP, it is mandatory. We celebrate 4 programs. It is mandatory to celebrate Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's birth anniversary or death anniversary.
All the time.
All the time, it's mandatory.
You know, we're totally out of time, but do you, Siraj, how would you respond to that? You only have 30 seconds.
Sorry?
How would you respond to what the ABVP said?
I will respond with the question of what happened in HCU.
All right, I can
The
answer.
ABVP itself told to the BJP government that we, Ambedkar Student Association,
Okay, let's move on to our second debate now. Obviously, that one about
I don't want to drag this discussion to this what happened in HCU.
Okay,
I want to tell the ABVP that what Mayawati has told is a political statement which would go in a rather discussion. If BJP is with the downtrodden, with Dalits, why BJP is building statues across the country?